We once called our mother India the golden bird because of her wealth and prosperity. However, after a series of foreign invasions, Mother India became poor. The last foreign ruler, the British, enslaved our mother for almost 200 years. Freedom from the British was not a simple task. However, every big thing starts with a small step, and today we are going to discuss that small step toward our freedom movement. So let's start Louis Future's Indigo. In December 1916, Gandhi attended the annual convention of the Indian National Congress Party in Lucknow. In the meeting, a peasant named Rajkumar Shukla met Gandhi and asked him to come to Champaran. Shukla said that he was facing problems with the authority and therefore he needed Gandhi's help. Gandhi at first denied to offer help because he had to attend places. However, Shukla did not give up. He followed Gandhi everywhere. Shukla's stories and determination impressed Gandhi. At last, Gandhi agreed and told him to meet him at Calcutta. After many months, Shukla met Gandhi in Calcutta and then both boarded on a train to Patna. Shukla took Gandhi to the house of Rajendra Prasad, who later became the president of the Congress Party. But Rajendra Prasad was out of town. Shortly afterward, Gandhi collected facts about the whole situation. Gandhi at first went to Muzaffarpur and informed about his visit to Professor J.V. Kripalani. The professor greeted Gandhi with his large body of students at the station. Gandhi stayed for 2 days at the home of Professor Malkani, who was a government school teacher. Soon the news of Gandhi's arrival at Muzaffarpur disseminated, and peasants from Champaran flocked to Muzaffarpur on foot to see their savior. This shows the support of the peasants. Gandhi also met the lawyers of Muzaffarpur. They told him that they represented the peasants at court. Gandhi came to know that they took exorbitant fee for their cases and he scolded them. Gandhi said that going to court was pointless because everyone in the power, including the lawyers, was oppressing the peasants. Therefore, the peasants were fear-stricken. Gandhi said that eliminating fear from the peasants would be the real help. Now you might think, what is the problem that the peasants were facing? The issue was the British divided the fertile land in the Champaran district into large estates, and the Englishmen owned those lands. In those lands, indigo was the commercial crop. Both the landlords and the Indian farmers signed a long-term agreement. According to that, the farmers must give the entire indigo harvest as rent to the landlords. Since the landlords knew that indigo was a profitable crop, they wanted to take its whole profit. But later the landlords came to know that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. As a result, the value of indigo dropped. As the price dropped, they broke the long-term contract. The landlords removed the rent of the farmers, but in return, they demanded money as compensation. At first, some peasants were willing to pay money, and on the other hand, some refused to do so. The farmers took the help of lawyers and the landlords took the help of thugs to convince the peasants forcefully. Those who later came to know about artificial indigo wanted their money back. So this was the landlord system at Champaran. To collect information about the landlord system, Gandhi arrived at Champaran. He visited the secretary of the British Landlords Association and the British Commissioner of the Tirhut Division, but both refused to give information about the issue to Gandhi. Moreover, the commissioner advised Gandhi to leave the place. Gandhi moved to Motihari, the capital of Champaran, despite his advice. At the railway station, a crowd came to greet Gandhi. This again shows that the people were ready to support Gandhi in his fight against injustice. Gandhi stayed at the house and kept continuing his investigation. He got a report that they had mistreated peasants in a nearby village. Gandhi decided to investigate more about the matter. He started his journey the next morning, but on his way, the police superintendent's messenger stopped him. The officer ordered Gandhi to leave Champaran, but Gandhi again refused his order. Because of his disobedience, Gandhi was summoned to present at court the next day. Before attending the court at night, Gandhi sent a telegraph to Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar with influential friends. Gandhi also sent instruction to the ashram and wired a full report to the viceroy. This is how Gandhi did his work. The next day, surprisingly, the peasants thronged the town of Motihari. This was the third instance where we see the public support for Gandhi. Though they knew little about Gandhi, they heard their savior was in trouble. Therefore, they came forward to show their support for him. The presence of the peasants around the courthouse showed they were not afraid of the authority. Gandhi knew to fight with the British, the peasants must get rid of fear. It is said that every fighter fights a battle twice, once in mind and next on the battleground. Therefore, to fight with the British, the people at first must win the battle in their minds. It shocked the British official to see such a large crowd. Gandhi told the court that though he did not want to disobey the law, it had to be done for the betterment of the lives of peasants. Later, the judge said that he would not give his judgment for several days and released Gandhi. Rajendra Prasad arrived at the place with his friends. After seeing Gandhi's willingness to go to jail for the peasants made them follow him. Seeing the unity of the lawyers, Gandhi exclaimed, "The battle of Champaran is won." To win such a battle, unity and the support of the people are necessary. Gandhi was happy to see the unity of the people in the fight against the British. Unfortunately, earlier we did not have unity, therefore it was easy for the British to rule over us. Vallabhbhai Patel said that at first we divided ourselves and they ruled. The need for unity is still relevant. We as a country must ignore the differences between us to stay strong and stand against the enemy. Otherwise, foreign power could easily break us the way the British did. After several days, Gandhi received a message from the magistrate that Sir Edward Gate, the lieutenant governor of the province, has ordered to dismiss the case. This means Gandhi won because if they arrested Gandhi, then there would be mass protests and they knew they couldn't handle the people. So releasing Gandhi would be better than confronting the mass. After the victory, Gandhi did not stop there. He, with the lawyers, gathered the complaints of the peasants. They noted 10,000 statements from the peasants and collected pieces of evidence and documents. During the operation, Gandhi's lawyers' friends wanted to take the help of Sir Andrews, who was a follower of Gandhi. He would have helped Gandhi if Gandhi wanted. But Gandhi opposed the idea because taking help from a white would show the weakness in them. Gandhi taught them the idea of self-reliance. Gandhi was summoned to the lieutenant governor. Gandhi had 4 long interviews with the lieutenant governor. As a result, an official commission was formed. The landlord's government official and Gandhi were the members of the commission. Gandhi was the only representative of the poor peasant. When the commission found that the evidence was against the big planters, as compensation Gandhi asked for 50% of the money that they had been extorting from the peasants. According to Gandhi, the money was less important than the obligation of the landlords to pay and surrender their prestige who earlier thought they were above law. The peasants also understood that they had rights and defenders. They learned courage. After a few years, the landlords left the estates and the peasants got back their lands. This is how the issue at Champaran ended. Moreover, Gandhi wanted to improve the social condition of the Champaran villages. They opened primary schools in 6 villages. The event taught the people about personal cleanliness and community sanitation. A doctor volunteered for 6 months. They served the people by giving castor oil, quinine, and sulfur ointment as medicines. The Champaran episode was the first step toward the freedom movement because Gandhi realized how the official exploited the peasants and decided he would not tolerate their injustice anymore. However, it did not start as an act of disobedience. He started this with the intention to improve the lives of peasants. Finding solution to the day-to-day problems of millions was Gandhi's politics. In those days, Gandhi was there to help the peasants. But after independence, the condition of the peasants has not improved considerably. We often come to know that our farmers commit suicide because of reasons like climate change, poor irrigation, increased labor cost and low product price, etc. To tackle such problems, Government of India has brought farm bills. However, we have seen nationwide protests against the bills. One flaw in these acts is these acts focus on marketing, but not on loans of farmers, quality of soil, low margin. Before selling in the market, the farmers at first need to produce. During the production, the farmers face many problems, and these are not addressed in these acts. This is an important issue because if we don't discuss the problems of the farmers, then who would talk about them? It is related to our daily life because every meal that we have is not possible without their toil. Can we survive without food? Not possible, right? It's simple yet crucial. Think about it as a national issue, not as a political issue, and share your views in the comment box. Thank you.